Hi friends, welcome to Creative DIY Purpose. This week I have 4 easy fall projects for you using items that you can purchase right from the Dollar Tree. We're going to be checking out Koala's new No Need Spray Waterslide Decal paper. We're going to see how that works and apply them to those items. And I provided all the printables for you that I'm using in today's video over on my blog. That way you can come along and create these projects with me. So for project number 1, I'm going to print these tags out on the Waterslide decal paper. Super easy. They almost feel like a thin type of vinyl. And I love how vibrant the colors came out to be. I used a basic inkjet printer, and these are the metal tags. They are 3 inches by 5 inches that I got from the Dollar Tree. So I printed them out on the Waterslide decal paper. Again, no need to spray them, which is super nice. I filled the dish with room temperature water and I put the decal in. I'm just waiting to be able to slide that decal up off of the page. And I think it needs to go in for just a little bit longer. If the decal does not slide easily, you can tear it, which I do in a future project, and I will. Now, with that being said, you also do not want to leave them in too long because then it kind of loses its stickiness. So you kind of want to find that happy medium. Once you start to slide the decal off of the page, you just hold it firmly. I'm using the side of my thumb as I'm pulling the paper out from underneath the decal. I did add some water droplets to the tag prior to placing the decal on, and that is going to help so that I can slide that decal into place. Now I'm taking a dry cloth and smoothing out any air bubbles that are underneath. And now we're going to repeat the same process for the second tag. The metal tags that I purchased at the Dollar Tree measured 3 inches by 5, and I was a touch off when I designed the tags, so they came out a little short. I decided to make up for it by going right along the edges using my ink pad. Once the ink had a chance to dry, I did spray them both using the Krylon triple spray, and just to be able to seal that ink in. And I wanted to make sure that spray sealer would be an option over the top of your finished project so that I could let you guys know. I'm using a pair of scissors to poke a hole through the top and string the jute twine that originally came with the tags. So for project number 2, I'm going to use a mini wooden drawer that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. Here is the Happy Harvest printable that we're going to be using. You could also apply it to any upcycled item that you might have, or even a piece of wood. And again, with this printable, I'm amazed at the beautiful, bright, vivid colors. And I have an old HP inkjet printer. I did post in the description the newer version of my printer, in case anyone's looking for a good, affordable inkjet printer. Now, because this decal is a larger size, it did take a little bit longer than the tags did before I could slide the decal off of the page. I probably tried it 2 or 3 times before it was finally ready. I'm applying a little water to the surface, so that way if I have to reposition the decal, I can. And that is why they call it Waterslide Decal. And that was super easy. There were just a few of the little water bubbles, so I'm taking a dry cloth and pushing them out. So I have these little pumpkins and gourds that a friend gave to me to use in some of my projects. And again, I made this printable a little too short. Then I'm applying some of the Gorilla Wood Glue using a paintbrush onto both the wooden box and onto each one of the little gourds and pumpkins. After they had dried on really well, I added a little bit more glue and some Spanish moss. For project number 3, I used some cylinder vases, and here's the printable because we're going to turn these into some fall candle holders. I did not pick these up at the Dollar Tree, but I believe last time I was there, I saw something very similar. The ones that are available for printout over my blog do have the words thankful on them. And this is the project where I tore the decal. You can see right there by the pumpkin. It was partially because of the way that I cut it and because I pulled a little too hard. I applied too much pressure. You want to pull that paper backing off slowly and not tug on it too hard like I did, but I was able to put the decal into position where it was supposed to be. I found these decals to be a little bit thicker than the ones that I've used in previous videos, which was a nice bonus. I had a friend give me a bag of rice that was inedible and I didn't want it to go to waste. So I dumped some in these candle holders and stuck a taper candle holder down there. And let me tell you, they're in there pretty well. This was such an easy project. You guys have to tell me what you think. And let me know, have you started any fall projects? This was kind of hard for me to do because I'm a definite summer person and I am not ready for fall. But I did have a lot of fun creating these and I hope you will too. Before we go on to the next project, I wanted to show you what the Waterslide decal paper looks like before you put it into the printer. There's 2 different sides. You can kind of tell that there's a darker side and then a very bright white side. And it's that super bright white side that you want to print on. The project is using wooden game blocks. I had a friend give me these Jenga pieces and there was another brand in there. And I know the Dollar Tree has a similar brand of their own. I painted each block using the Folk Art white paint. Then using a paintbrush, I'm applying some of the Gorilla Wood Glue and putting them in a set of 4 blocks. So I did have a problem on 2 of these blocks. So the edges lifted up and I'm not sure if I had it in the water too long, if I tried to reposition it. I'm not sure what the deal was, but I just wanted to make you guys aware of it. And how I fix it was just take a small paintbrush and apply some of the wood glue underneath the sticker onto the wood, pressed it down with the cloth, and that seemed to fix it okay. I love the fact that you do not need to spray these decals in order to use them. It's definitely much more time efficient, and I love the bright vivid colors. But the application is the same. You still have to use caution that you don't leave them in the water too long or that you don't pull like I did earlier and cause them to tear. But I found them super easy to use. I love the bright vivid colors, and if you would like to try them too, I have the link pinned in the comment section below. And I will see you next Sunday. We're going to take some thrift store finds and turn them into beautiful fall decor. And so I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed these quick fall projects. And let me know if you tried out any of the free printables. Have a super blessed week, and I will see you on Sunday. God bless.